Okay, it is 12 minutes after 8. I'm Gord Vizzutti. This is Okanagan Oldies. Sitting beside me, if you're watching on our website or through Castanet on the Okanagan Oldies little window there, this is Ben Stewart, the Liberal candidate. Thanks for coming, Ben.
Good morning, Gord.
Appreciate it. You've done this before a couple of times.
I have, and it's a challenge being that it's a winter election compared to other ones where we've been blessed with spring weather.
Aside from campaigning and getting your galoshes soggy, does that make a big difference in the voter?
Well, obviously, depending on some of the weather we've had in the last week, think about voting day being heavy, great big snowflakes like we had the other night. I mean, it's a tough time. So we're encouraging people to get out. They can vote early. There's actually voting taking place at the district returning office right today.
Right, and for, I believe, 6 days in total leading up to the election. By-elections typically, Ben, are not well attended. Do you foresee that as a challenge for you, or will that work to your benefit?
I think that by-elections typically have low voter turnouts, and I think that it's always a challenge for all the candidates. So I think we're all going to be working hard to make certain we try to get our voters out and to the polls.
Christy Clark spread a lot of money all over the riding. You won't be in a position to do that right off the bat. How does that bear for you or against you?
Well, I think that first of all, that governments spend money where their priorities are, and I think that the government has different priorities than the BC Liberal Party, which is one that we believe living within our means and making certain that taxpayers can afford what it is that we're investing in. But I have to say that the investments that we made, especially healthcare and education, are probably two of the biggest legacies that our government have left in the Okanagan and will be here for a long, long time.
I want to ask you about the fact that things were great when you were the local MLA for the Liberals, and things were great for the riding. Things were good for you. Things were great for Christy Clark when constituents elected her because you were the government. Not the case anymore. Do you worry that people might lean toward the NDP in order to have a member of the legislature that is part of the government, or the Green Party for that matter?
Well, when I was in government, Gord, one of the things that I prided myself in is being open to any member of the government, both independent at that time as well as members of the NDP who came and met with me about different aspects of the ministries or other issues that we worked on. We worked collectively, and I would say that Ben Stewart is a consensus builder, one of the people that tries to get to solution-driven options and not to be cut so much along party lines. Now, there's always people that are very partisan, and I would say that I'm more of the type that tries to work on solutions. So I look forward to working with some of my former colleagues in the Legislative House on solutions and continuing the things that need to be done here in the Okanagan.
Ben, single biggest issue that faces your riding and single biggest issue that you intend to work on if you're chosen as the next MLA?
I would say that the single biggest issue that I've seen, and I mean, having grown up here and watched Kelowna and the central Okanagan grow, I think that the pace of growth and the challenges that are faced by us being able to plan for the future are probably the biggest challenge. So that really...
Is it challenges like affordable housing? Does that fit into that?
Everything. I think that infrastructure like transportation, I mean, we only built a new bridge and opened it in 2005. And having been a West Sider and driving on that bridge, I don't have the option of jumping on a bus and getting up to South Kelowna where we have a new development. And so...
Yeah. I understand that. Some people said that bridge was too small the day it opened, and it's certainly not seeing any less traffic on a daily basis. One more question, Ben. You've been through this before. You've done it before. The government sent you to Asia as our representative. You're a successful winery owner, among other things. You own. You're an international businessman now. Why do you want to do this? Why don't you just relax, enjoy life? You got to buy the you-know-whats.
Yeah, well, you know what? I guess that's just not what I enjoy most. I think that working in, I got asked as a very young person to be involved in both the Kelowna General Hospital Foundation, a supply management board we disbanded with in the grape industry. And so being asked at a young age, I think kind of puts that responsibility of helping work in your community on your shoulders. So with that, I've been asked many times, and frankly, I love it. There's a thrill to work with other people that want to give back to their community.
Ben Stewart is the Liberal candidate in the Kelowna West by-election coming up 14th of February. I want to thank you for dropping by. I appreciate your thoughts and your comments. And, sir, best of luck to you on February 14th.
Very much.
You're welcome.